Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. You're getting the purple light today. You're getting a nice view of the downtown area, and you're getting a second upload for the second day in a row, which I know is a shocker. Hi. Now, today I'm skipping my intro. You guys know I do this on some videos just because I don't feel like saying it. And I just want to hop on and talk about something that I see people struggling with. And it actually really relates to what I was talking about yesterday in terms of taking a growth approach. Okay. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example before I really talk about the point that I want to make here. Okay. So, anytime that I've wanted to create a desirable outcome in my life, I am very honest and very realistic with the potential challenges that may be in front of me. Okay. I really don't believe in avoidance because anything that we avoid, anything that we fear, anything that we are feeling intimidated by needs to be dealt with. Okay. So, yes, in my own experience, I have persisted in specific outcomes that I want to create, and I've been successful in being able to materialize those outcomes. But along that journey, I also looked at where I was in the moment and the potential challenges that were there so that I could be honest enough with myself to where I didn't have to avoid it or run from it or have a sense of dread or worry that it was going to become a real problem for myself. And why was I able to do that? Okay. And why did I do that? The reason why is because to me, living in the end, which is in your mind, seeing and entertaining a desired outcome in your life right now before it shows up. Okay. To me, what that also really means is stepping into the version of yourself that can create that outcome. So, more importantly, it's not just about pretending that something is here, it's more who you're assuming yourself to be, right? How you're showing up, the identity that you're dominantly existing in. And the reason why avoidance is not what I suggest, ignoring your reality is not what I suggest, is because we ideally want to be in an identity where we can see challenges, we can see what's going on around us, but the way we are identified and what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about this area of our life does not see this thing that we're perceiving as a challenge as a real problem that's going to perpetuate in our experience or become even bigger, right? So, what does that mean? Okay. Whenever you find yourself in a situation wanting to create a desired outcome, but you're getting worried about particular things along the way, instead of ignoring it, you want to look at those things that you're worried about and ask yourself, like I was saying in yesterday's video, instead of trying to persist in a desired outcome when you're having all these intrusive, weird, wonky thoughts or checking behaviors or obsessive behaviors, you want to look at those things and ask yourself, what do I need to believe about myself or this area of my life to where this no longer looks like a problem for me, to where I'm not intimidated by this, I can deal with this, I can respond to it maturely, and I can also hold a knowing in my ability to create the outcome that I do want to create. And this works in your favor in quite a few different ways because, again, your beliefs are not just something that is in your mind. It really, your beliefs create how you're showing up, how you're interpreting, how you're responding, the actions that you're taking. So when you can adjust your belief system to already overcome potential challenges, even if they pop up, you're going to respond to those challenges through that belief system, right? And in a very confident, stable, mature way, because you're not getting thrown off, you're not getting triggered, you're not getting blindsided. It doesn't feel like it's coming left fielded. You have already seen the potential problem or challenge that may pop up, and you've already adjusted yourself to be able to deal with it before it even became a problem, which is why it doesn't perpetuate as a problem. Okay. So, what am I saying here in this video? Okay. I don't suggest just ignoring your reality and blindly persisting in what you want to create when on the inside you have a lot of worries, doubts, or fears, or you're noticing that you're trying to avoid or ignore something. To me, avoidance is not the answer. We want to look at our fears, our doubts, our insecurities, the things that are bothering us so that we can adjust ourselves to where that doesn't actually become a problem. Okay. And if you can take more of a growth approach to this too, if it's very difficult for you to just jump into a new belief system, then be honest enough with yourself to look at it and say, okay, what do I need to start believing so that this doesn't become a problem or seem like a real challenge that I can't overcome in my life? By the time you adjust your belief system, it's going to be a lot easier for you to entertain this desired outcome that you want to create and be able to create it and deal with these things, again, like I said, in a very mature, stable way that really does not escalate it into a bigger problem than it needed to be. Okay. I think that when it comes to adjusting your beliefs or living in the end, okay, again, it's about embodying this version of you. So that means we don't have to avoid anything. That means we don't have to ignore anything. That means that we don't have to hide from anything, right? If I'm really living as this version of myself that can create this desired outcome and normalize it as an experience for myself, then I also am living as a version of myself that can handle challenges and is confident in my ability to overcome them or to not escalate situations and to really be able to respond to them in a way that moves towards what I desire to create. Okay. So essentially, what I'm saying here is don't ignore the things that you're perceiving as challenges. Okay. It's not a problem, but you do want to look at what you're worried about and adjust in your belief system what you would need to believe about yourself in this area of your life so that it doesn't actually become a problem for you. Okay. And don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have to do all this stuff to get what I want. Okay. It's all about growth. And so the more sustainable of an approach that you can take, the better. Okay. So I just wanted to talk about this really quickly today. Um, just because, again, I'm not a huge advocate for avoidance or ignoring or denial, right? We should be living freely, embodying this version of ourselves and confident with what we're doing and knowing that we're going to be able to overcome challenges before they even pop up. So I hope you took some wisdom away from this video. Okay. I love you all so much, and I will see you all later.